Wala akong audience. Okay guys, mag-ano na lang ako. So apparently sa Philippines, um, okay guys, so apparently sa Philippines, so dapat daw ang mga cryptocurrency exchanges ay nakalisensya sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Okay? So, nakakategorize sila as virtual asset service providers, VAPS, VASPs, and must comply with regulations related to anti-money laundering AML and anti-terrorism financing CTF. So, yun ang pinaka-criteria talaga sa BSP. Gusto nila na nagko-comply talaga yung mga exchanges sa AML regulations and CTF, anti-money laundering at saka ano yun? Counter-terrorism. Okay? So, kaya maraming mga exchanges na hindi makapasok sa Philippines. For example, ang latest na talagang nawala is Binance. So, Binance is very popular all over the world, pero maraming mga countries na ini-impose nila ang strict regulation against Binance. Okay? Ang nangyayari kasi sa ano yan sa founder si ang pangalan ng founder ng Binance. He is very siya kasi yung pinakauna talaga. So who made cryptocurrency very accessible to the public. Okay, so maraming mga offerings of public. Naging controversial din kasi gumawa sila ng sarili ng coin, yung BNB, which is a Binance coin, na magagamit mo rin naman. Kaso some people are still questioning ano ba talaga ang purpose niyan at ang motive. So anyway, so ito yung mga listahan ng mga merong license talaga sa Philippines. So PDAX, Philippine Digital Asset Exchange. Apparently, ang PDAX is linking with GCash. So kaya pala na ano siya. You can buy and sell crypto within your GCash app. Oh. Kasi yung PDAX pada is linking with linking with GCash. So it's now so much easier for you to buy and sell your cryptocurrencies through GCash in partnership with PDAX, Philippine Digital Asset Exchange. Okay? Ang pangalawa is Maya, yung PayMaya. So naano ko na rin yung PayMaya, na-try ko na siya. Ang problema lang sa dalawang ito is yung GCash at saka PayMaya, medyo mahal yung mga fees nila. Although it's very easy to do transactions, pero medyo namamahalan ako sa mga fees nila. Yun lang ang disadvantage. Meron ring SearchPay, Moneybees, Forex, and then apparently Union Bank. So this is Union Bank is a major bank exploring the crypto space through though its operations are not yet fully active. Yeah, I'm banking also with Union Bank, pero hindi pa sila, I don't think they're marketing it aggressively yet. So let's just watch out anong mga offerings ng Union Bank. So that will be very good kasi magiging popular and accessible to the majority of people na ang mga cryptocurrencies. Ang iba rin, so of course, Binance, Qcoin, meron ding Crypto.com, and then, ang paborito ko is actually, ano ba yung ginamit ko? Kumain ng lollipop. Ah, so, ang paborito ko is actually coins.ph. Okay? Kasi ang dami nilang cryptocurrencies. I'm not really into a lot of other cryptos like the altcoins. I'm really focused on Bitcoin. But if you are more of a risky type individual, you can venture into mga altcoins. Okay? Pero sa akin, focus na ako sa Bitcoin kasi I just want the cream of the cream of the crop, cream of the cream. Okay, so coins.ph is very good. Ang fees nila mas lower kaysa sa Paymaya at saka sa GCash, which is good. They're also regulated. So and then ang maganda kasi dito is you can link also your local bank accounts. So meron silang onboarding on and off ramp offering services, so you can deposit from your Philippine bank account to them and buy crypto, and then you can also withdraw your Philippine peso from coins.ph to your local bank or to GCash or Paymaya. So marami silang services. It's amazing. Marami silang, any bank in the Philippines, parang they have a comprehensive list of all the banks, even yung mga pawn shops, yung mga remittance centers. So yeah, very extensive ang kanilang services. Okay, mabilis din, madali rin you can also swap or convert your coins there. And then dati na nagamit ko rin yung pouch.ph. Excuse me. Ang pouch.ph is also, ito yung una kong na-discover when I was looking for Philippine-based na mga exchanges. So sila yung nauna kong na-search actually, and sila yung nauna kong nagamit. Kasi talagang yung charges, yung fees, maliit lang ang pouch. Okay, and then meron silang Lightning Network. So you can do quick transactions and very low fee. And then of course GCash. So mahal ang GCash. So wag kayong masyadong ma-excited diyan. Although GCash is widely used in the Philippines, pero yung cryptocurrency is yung mga fees talaga nila is really high. Napapansin ko lang, okay? So now so Binance, apparently they have been blocked by the SEC, so hindi na tayo makagamit ng Binance. Before kasi ang mga tao is only using Binance. Majority of people are using Binance. Pero na ano na siya na marami kasing ano ang Binance, many other countries, they have been highly regulated by the SECs of so many other countries. Si ZZ, yung founder nila, is also in jail at the moment, not because of you know, ano lang siya, parang nagiging pawn, alam mo yun, yung parang the main issue kasi sa kanya is talagang yung money laundering at saka yung terrorism, di ba? Which I mentioned kanina. Na dapat daw meron siyang control sa mga people who transact within the platform, so but that is very hard to do, that is very hard to prove din kung terrorist ba itong mga taong ito or just laundering money. And besides, now that cryptocurrencies are available, we can transact in the blockchain, talagang mahirap din naman talagang i-stop ang mga tao na uy, bawal kayong mag-transact ng more than, I don't know, 100,000. So hindi kasi, that's their liberty, that's their freedom to choose to send as much money as they want, diba? So yeah, it's funny these regulations, no? Medyo it's really against the concept of freedom that is promoted by blockchain and Bitcoin in particular. Okay, so marami tayong listahan dito. If you have some questions, if you are not online while I am live, then you can just send me a message, kasi I will also post this as a video. And guys, ang warning ko lang sa inyo is wag kayong masyadong magpapadala sa mga there are so many groups and scammers. They're all over the world and also in the Philippines. So there are so many groups there. Ang iba dyan nagpapanggap na mga parang Bybit, kasi yung Bybit is very popular among crypto traders. If you want to do leverage trading, you go to Bybit. Ano siya, marami talagang nagpapanggap na sila, nag-trade sila, and then so they will hook you in the first 6 months. So para bang, okay, you follow this, and then so may mga instructions sila na itong gagawin mo, and then syempre tataas yung pera mo, no? So and sometimes it's too good to be true, yung mga profits. So you're actually doing the trading, they will give you instructions, okay, mag-trade tayo at 8 p.m. So and then after that, oh, everybody is happy kasi ang lakas ng, so sometimes it's too good to be true. And then I actually was able to join one of them, and then may mga red flags kasi na-realize ko na, uy, ano ba itong mga coins na ginagamit natin for trading? Parang they're not even real coins, crypto coins, not listed. So parang scam coins lang talaga. And then true enough, after 6 months, they started to say na, uy, may problema sa platform. So people na na-hook na kasi nag-i-invest sila. So for example, nag-invest ka ng 1,000, nagiging 2,000 na, the next month nagiging 3,000. After 6 months, nagiging 6,000 na. So feeling mo na talagang ayaw mong i-withdraw kasi yun nga, naging 6 months na yung, naging 6,000 na yung 1,000 mo after 6 months. So feeling mo na, I don't want to withdraw this, I want to keep going. And after 6 to mga 8, 7, 8, 9 months, that's the time mag-rug pull na sila, they will pull. Sabihin na nila sa iyo na, uy, may problema, ganyan. So yung pera mo nakadeposit na doon, So you will end up with, kung hindi mo siya wini-withdraw, you will end up with zero. So yung 1,000 mo na nagiging 6,000 sana, na gusto mo pang tumubo na maging 10,000 for example, nagiging zero. So yeah, so anyway, maraming mga ganon. Ang dami talaga nila guys. Ginagawa itong professional career ng iba. Okay? Ginawang professional career ang panluloko sa crypto. So there's a lot of people who will tell you to invest into this coin or mga scam coin. So please just follow mga legit. Mag-research talaga tayo. Tanungin natin si ChatGPT, mga AI platforms, AI chats available, Copilot, ChatGPT, marami na kasi ngayon eh. Mag-research kayo at saka talagang tingnan nyo kung legit ba itong mga platforms na ito. So sa Philippines, tingnan nyo kung registered ba sila, regulated ba sila by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Tingnan nyo talaga. Mag-research kayo before kayo mag-sign up na. Huwag kayong maniwala sa mga sweet talking and then big profits kasi common talaga yan. Ang 1,000 mo maging 25,000. Ay nako. So you have to do your own research. I have been trading and doing leverage trading also using I'm only using Bybit. And I'm telling you, it's very tough. So it's not an easy thing to do. You need to study, you need to be updated, marami kang pag-aaralan. Okay, so mayroon kang learning curvature kumbaga. So the first year, marami kang excited ka, tapos narrow-minded pa yung pagtingin mo, ganun. So marami kang pag-aaralan guys. So huwag kayong masyadong maniwala sa mga scammers na yan, okay? Okay. Kung meron kayong mga questions, I would be happy to answer kung meron. So, again, my recommendation is points.ph. Okay. I think that's the best platform that you can use in the Philippines. You can also use Pouch if you want to really lower your fees na binabayaran. Binance is no longer, it's even blocked by the PLDT and Smart. Okay, so you cannot access Binance. Yeah, so then if you want to do leverage trading, which is I won't recommend unless you have already studied and been in this space, in this industry for maybe 2 years, 2 to 3 years. Huwag mo na kayong mag-leverage trading kasi risky talaga yan. Ang suggestion ko lang talaga is buy and hold. So kung mayroon kayong if you want to grow your Bitcoin, bili lang kayo from coins.ph, or if you want to use Paymaya, Gcash, PDAX, whatever, bili lang kayo and then hold it. Do not sell. Just hold it because in the long term talaga, tataas talaga yan. Okay? I can assure you, tataas talaga yan. Meron lang talagang, meron kasing cycles, no? So meron tayong the bear cycle and the bull cycle. So every 4 years, at saka yung sa halving, the Bitcoin halving. So every 4 years, talagang siya it will go into that curvature, no? Mga cycle. So the bull cycle where everything goes up, and then the bear cycle where everything goes down. So every every news is bad news. Even if it's good news, it becomes bad news when it is a bear market. And then in a bull market, every news is good news. Even if it's bad news, nagiging good news. I don't know, that's just how it's all about human psychology kasi. Yung mga tao talagang, alam mo yung mga tao parang, for example, if I encourage my friends and relatives to buy Bitcoin, hindi sila bibili. Ngayon, for example, kung ang Bitcoin is only 30,000 US dollars, hindi yan bibili. Bibili yan pag magiging 70,000 na or 80,000 na ang Bitcoin. Now, in that case, parang ano na yan, nasa height na siya ng, pinakataas na siya ng bull cycle. So, so dun pa sila ma-attract. So, it's a, parang bang very common, it's a very, I don't know, parang, very common way of thinking, no? So, it's too late already, and then when you buy at 75,000, the next 2 months or 3 months, it will go down na kasi magba-bear cycle na naman, bear market. And then, matatakot na sila. Oh, so bumagsak yung price from 70,000 all the way to, let's say, 40,000. Takot na sila. And then, they will start selling. So, 30,000, 40,000, they will sell their Bitcoin. Okay? So, talagang lugi ka kung ganyan ang mentality mo. Dapat opposite ang gagawin mo. So, when everyone is afraid, no, like for example, nagbibintahan na lahat, doon ka bibili. That's the time you buy. And then when everyone is so bullish, buying and buying, at the height of the market cycle, doon ka mag-sell. Okay? Pero kung long term talaga ang tingin mo, then just hold it. Kasi the experts are predicting na talagang ang Bitcoin will go into, 1 Bitcoin will go into millions of dollars. So, yeah, it's just a matter of time talaga, guys. So, yeah. So, if there are no questions, then I will post this video, and then I will, let's see if there are some questions, then you can ask me. I can do another session, so I will try to do more live sessions. But itong mga ano ko, guys, is basically for Filipino market. I just want to teach more Filipinos, kababayan natin, na maging more knowledgeable about Bitcoin, because I believe this is a very important innovation in our time. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have questions, just just write a comment. Even if after this live session, I will still answer your questions. Okay, thank you guys, and see you on the next video.